graduated from Rowan University in the spring of 2022 with a sports communication and media degree. I got to actually call minor league baseball and G League basketball games while I was in school. And then I graduated, and as soon as I graduated, I went to NFL Films in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. And as much as I loved that experience, I miss putting on the headsets. I decided, you know what, talk is cheap. I have a laptop that's in my house, and so 21 months later, here we are, still on YouTube, calling games and building an incredible, loving community on here with the people that I call my Philly freaks with a capital P and a capital H. We go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game, and we do it like old school radio play-by-play style. I'm Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ.
I showed a swung on barrel. Get out to right field. Bye-bye baseball.
That baby is long gone.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome on into another edition of Phillies Play-by-Play with your boy, JJ. Oh, it was supposed to be a 7:40 start time. I could have been wrong about that. I guess I was. I guess it was 7:35. All right, Trey Turner's going to lead things off today for the Philadelphia Phillies. Phillies are taking on the San Diego Padres. Sorry, we're a little bit late, and we just got started that first pitch. The 1-0 pitch from Darvish. That's a foul ball hit over towards the left side. So, yeah, Trey Turner's going to be batting in the leadoff spot. And then it's Kyle Schwarber, second. Harper, third. Bohm, fourth. Castellanos, fifth. Sixth will be Stott. Seventh is JT. Then you got Max Kepler, eighth. And Brandon Marsh in the 9-hole. The pitch, Trey Turner, swing and a miss. All right, let's fix this guy. Let's get this guy going. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Okay. Here's the 1-2 to Trey Turner. That's taken down for ball 3. Hit that thumbs up button, folks, and make sure that you hit the subscribe button as well. I want us to get to 300 likes today. I'm going to really be pushing for it today because I think we can get there. I would like to get over 300 one time for just a regular stream. I think that'd be really, really awesome. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. This one is flied out over towards right field. It's a foul ball. Darvish. We'll talk a little bit more about him in just a little bit. But yes, hit that thumbs up button. I would really appreciate that. Here's the 2-2 pitch to Turner. It's grounded over to third, backhanded by Machado. The throw over to first is low, but it's dug out by Arise. And there's one gone. Not a good throw by Manny. Wonder if the sun was in his eyes, but regardless, just not a good throw, and good job by Arise on the receiving end to just dig that thing out over at first. On the defensive side of the diamond for the Padres, and again, let me know what your final score predictions are down below. I apologize for being a little bit late. Thank you so much for the sub, Chris. I appreciate that very, very much. The pitch on the way. That's down for a ball. For San Diego, they have Darvish out there on the bump. Catching will be Marty Maldonado. And then at first base, it'll be Luis Arise. At second base, it's Jake Cronenworth. The third baseman is Manny Machado. And at the sixth spot, it's Xander Bogarts. 1-0 pitch. It's a sweeper that's in there for strike one. In the outfield, Gavin Sheets is in left. Jackson Merrill is in center. And Fernando Tatis Jr. playing out in right field. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out here at Petco Park. And the 1-1. It's inside for ball 2. don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. What is up, District Nation? What's up, JJ? Just finished my stream earlier. Nice. The 2-1 pitch to Kyle Schwarber, and that swung on and missed. It was a cutter. And the count is now 2-2. What are your final score predictions for this ball game? And also tell me who your standout player is for tonight. You know me. I don't like to go with the obvious. I like to dig a little bit deeper. I'm going to be a Bryson Stock guy tonight. I said it. 2-2. That's down and in for ball 3. I'm a Stotsman tonight. A Stotsman. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Kyle Schwarber. 1 away, top of the first. And the payoff pitch to Schwarber. It's inside for ball 4. And so Kyle gets on with a 1-out walk in the top of the first. Very good. All right, so I can mute this guy. I can actually get rid of that guy. I can put this guy over here. And then put that guy over there. Here's Bryce Harper. 1 away, top of the first. And Schwarber at first. And the pitch. It's a cutter at the knees for a called strike. This is not the only game going on. You also have the Texas Rangers taking on the Houston Astros. That is in the top of the first. 0-1 is the count to Bryce Harper. And the 0-1 pitch takes a 96-mile-per-hour fastball. It's in there for strike 2. Darvish, 38 years old. He'll be 39 in August. He has been in the league since 2012. Injuries have really been something that has taken a toll on his career, but when he's healthy, he's a very dominant pitcher. Pitch. And now it's a 1-2 count. 8 more subscribers for us to get to 6,350. Would love it if we got there by the All-Star break. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Bryce Harper. And the 1-2, it's outside for ball 2. Shane Livensparger is the home plate umpire. You got Bruce Dreckman over at first. Nate Tomlinson over at second, and Nick Marley at third base. 2-2 to Harper. Phillies are in their gray tops, gray bottoms, red letters and numbers on both the front and the back. 2-2 pitch. It's a ground ball hit over to shortstop. The throw to second, there's 1, and the throw to first in time for a 6-4-3 double play. And so, just a walk by Kyle Schwarber. That was the only base runner that the Phillies had. And we go to the bottom of the first. Padres coming up to the plate. Chat, I learned something. And the more I do this, the more I learn. It is hard for me to multitask. Like, I can be writing down a stat, and I can be looking at a chat, but meanwhile, I make a call, and sometimes I look away, and I say something that's a little bit different than what needed to be said. I just learned that. And why am I bringing this up? Because I want you guys to see that I'm human. I want you guys to see that nobody on here is perfect. We all strive for perfection. But some people have this image of me saying, wow, you've done this for a little bit of time. You've mastered this. Like, how do you do it? There's growing pains. There's things that I do struggle with. And there's things I'm not going to be right about. That's just how it goes. But if you rock with me, hit that thumbs up button. All right, let's get into the starting lineup for the Padres, and then we'll say hi to our Philly freaks, as always. Fernando Tatis Jr. will be leading it off for San Diego, and then it'll be Luis Arraez batting second, Manny Machado hitting third, Gavin Sheets fourth, Xander Bogarts fifth, followed up by Jackson Merrill, Jake Cronenworth, Trenton Brooks, and Martin Maldonado. So just to recap, it's Tatis, Arise, Machado, Sheets, Bogarts, Merrill, Cronenworth, Brooks, and Maldonado. And they will go up against Zack Wheeler. Juan Soto had a 435-foot homer. To help them win 3-1 today. Wheeler has had a very good season. He has 6 different types of pitches: a four-seamer, a sinker, a sweeper, a cutter, a curveball, and a splitter. Tatis will lead things off. He has homered in 2 straight ball games. Scratch that. Machado has homered in 2 straight ball games. Fernando had a very good day, though, yesterday. The pitch is taken for a strike. He was named as an all-star. One of the players for the Padres. 0-1 pitch. There's a ground ball. Hit over to shortstop. Trey Turner picks it up. Throws it over to first. So 2 pitches and 1 gone in the bottom of the first inning for Zack Wheeler. And Luis Arraez will be the next man up for Seattle. Last night, Arraez went 0 for 4. He struck out in the first, grounded out in the second, lined out, and then grounded out again. Here's the windup from Wheeler and the pitch. It's outside for a ball. Hit that thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button as well. I really want us to get to 300 tonight. Or at least get close to it. The 1-0 pitch. It's a fastball that's fouled away. Four total pitches for Zack Wheeler. And he gets set at the letters. And the 1-1 pitch is skied over towards medium depth center field. Marsh waits for it. Makes the grab. 2 away. Two up, 2 down. 5 pitches for Zack. 4 strikes. He's 35 years old. 9-3 with a 2.17 ERA. That's the second best in all of baseball. 148 strikeouts, which is third best in baseball, and he also has the second best whip with a .84 whip. The pitch is taken down for a ball. Manny Machado in the batter's box. And the 1-0 pitch, way up high for ball 2. We mentioned that Machado has put together a good string of games and has had a very good July. His average is up to 292. He has 17 long balls this year and 55 RBI as well. He has homered in 3 out of his last 5 games. The 2-0 pitch to Machado. It's grounded over to shortstop, backhanded by Turner. He gets his feet set, throws it over to first, and out number 3 is recorded. A 1-2-3 inning for Zack Wheeler. And so we go to the top of the second out at Petco Park. All right. What is going on? What is up, chat? I'm very happy to see each and every one of you. Dan is here. What's going on, Dan? I can't understand you, my friend. .300 by the 3rd inning. Can't understand you, my friend. There we go. Wheeler is a dealer. Like that. What's going on? Aloha. Aloha. What's going on? All I ask for the people on here is don't spam the chat. Eagles 1977 with the $2 dono.
Let's go Phil's baseball grinning squinting face.
Woo! Matt is here. Hello, Matt. Hello. We got 103 people watching right now. We started our stream 25 and a half minutes ago. And how we doing on the likes so far? We're at 47. I'll take that. Keep them coming, man. Keep the likes coming. Yeah. I appreciate you all for being on here. 300 likes by the third inning. You know what, man? I'll take it if it comes. If it doesn't, you know, we go down swinging. You know what I'm saying? It's just how it goes. I'm just happy to see you all on here. Rangers lead at 1-0 against the Houston Astros. The game's going to the bottom of the first. Let's take a look at some of the out-of-town scores. The Braves did win by a score of 7-6 against the St. Louis Cardinals. The Reds beat the Rockies 4-3. Cincinnati able to put up 11 hits and score 4 runs. And they are now 49-47. Now, Garrett Crochet completes his first career shutout today and shut out the Rays 1-0 as Boston got the win. The Brewers were victorious and won 6-5 against the Nationals. We'll get to the rest of the scores in a little bit. Alec Bohm is up at the plate, and Darvish hits him. And he will be rewarded first base. Tariq Skubal will be the starter for the American League in the All-Star game, and Paul Skeens will be the starting pitcher for the National League in the All-Star game. Do you want us to cover the All-Star game and the Home Run Derby is my next question to you guys. I was thinking about taking off, but if you want me to do it, I'll do it. Here's the pitch to Nick Castellanos. It's taken outside for a ball. Mariners won 15-7 against the Detroit Tigers today. On a pitch. This one is grounded down the left field line. It's a foul ball, though. Casey Mize gave up 6 earned runs in 3 innings. Wow. Rosarina homered. Julio Rodriguez homered. Luke Raley homered as well. Justin Crawford at 4 RBI. The pitch. That's outside. Rodriguez, what a line for him. 3 for 5 with 3 runs scored, 2 RBI, a homer, and a walk. And Cal Raleigh went 0 for 4 in that ball game. Canzone also went 4 for 5. 2-1 pitch. This one is hit out over the deep left field. It's a foul ball, though, as it goes out of play. There's Mike Schilt, the Padres manager in his 2nd season. Also won the NL Manager of the Year with the Cardinals back in 2019. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel as well. The windup from Darvish. And the next pitch, it's outside, and it gets away from the catcher. And so Bohm goes on over to second base. The count is 3-2 to Nick Castellanos. So that'll put Alec Bohm in scoring position. The Twins also crushed the Pirates today by a score of 12-4. Byron Buxton went 5 for 5 in that ball game. 5 for 5. He had a double, a triple. He must have hit the cycle because he also homered. The pitch. This one's knocked down by Darvish. The throw over to first base. It's high. It's going to go over the first baseman's head. Casty's going to go over to second. Boom's being waved home. 1-0 Phils. So an error from you, Darvish. And Castellanos is over at second base. And they're going to run without a hit. Chet. Tied the series up. Here comes Bryson Stott to the plate. And Stott takes the first pitch for a called strike. He's down in the count 0-1. Gotta catch up on Chet. What else is new? Don't sweat about the multitasking. Truth is, no one is good at it. People who say otherwise are delusional. Absolutely. No balls. 1 strike. And the 0-1 to Stott. This one is flied out over towards center field. Not that deep, though, for Jackson Merrill, who will make the catch. And Castellanos heads back to second. So 1 away, and a 1-0 lead for the Philadelphia Phillies. So going back to Byron Buxton, he led the Twins to a 12-4 victory and hit the cycle. Also had 2 RBI, 3 runs scored as well. Willie Castro in that game went 3 for 4 with 2 runs scored, a homer, and 3 RBI. 1 ball, no strikes to JT. And the 1-0 pitch. This one is hammered out over towards left center field. That's going to split the gap. Go all the way towards the wall. Casty being waved home. Merrill with the throw over to shortstop. It's going to be cut off. And JT gets on with an RBI stand-up double. They're awake early, I guess. That was a good swing by JT. Put the clocks in the chat. Next man up is Max Kepler. So Kepler will step on into the batter's box. Darvish with the signs and the pitch. It's a fastball at the knees, taken for strike 1. Guess we gotta get things going, don't we? It's bugle time. Charge! No balls. 1 strike to Max Kepler. And Darvish kicks and fires a knuckle curve that's outside for a ball. Mets did beat the Royals today by a score of 3-1. The Guardians won 6-2 against the White Sox. The Giants lost 2-1 to the Dodgers. And the Marlins shut out the O's 6-0. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the pitch. It's taken for strike 2 on the outside corner. One and 2 is the count. 1 away, top of the second. 2-0 Philadelphia. And the 1-2 to Kepler. He bounces this one over to first base. Arise plays it on a hop. This will get the runner over to third. But the tag to first is in plenty of time, and 2 gone in the top of the second inning. Max really has been struggling. So the inning started off with a hit by pitch to Alec Bohm. He then went over to second base on a wild pitch thrown by Darvish. And then Nick Castellanos grounded out over towards the mound, and Darvish's throw was high over to first base. So that would get him over to second and cause another run to score. Here's the pitch to Marsh. This one is lifted out over towards deep right field. It's going back over towards the track. Tatis just has enough room, though, and will make the catch, and the inning is over. So after Stott flied out to center, and then JT got on with an RBI double to put them up 2-0, well, that's all the runs the Phillies put up in the top of the second. But they lead it 2-0, and we go to the bottom of the second out in San Diego. Okay. Chat, how are we feeling tonight? On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being not so good, 10 being great, how are we feeling? Let us know down below. Good start. What's good, JJ and friends? Yep. Let's go. For those of you that are interested, we have started this new thing called MLB Diamond Zone, which is basically like the baseball version of Red Zone. I was on the other day for 13 hours. I'm not joking. I had 2 parts. The first part of the stream was 4 hours, and then the second part was 9 hours. What did we do? Well, we started the stream with the very first pitch of the very, very first game, and we ended on the last pitch of the final game. And we were live for 13 hours because we are baseball freaks. We love baseball. And the Phillies were off that day, so I wanted to do that. That was our 4th time doing MLB Diamond Zone, and we were able to go live, capture all the big moments for all the games out there. So if you're someone that just like loves baseball, or if you love fantasy baseball, or if you have a bet going on, like that's the perfect stream for you, because we cover all grounds for every single game. It can get a little bit weird, a little bit chaotic, but if you love it, I would really encourage you to come on and check that out. And mods, if you guys want to drop the latest one that we did down below, you're more than welcome to do that. That would really be awesome. Hello, JJ and the Freak Gang. Hello, Joe. Hey, Joe, what do you know? This could be the start of something big. It really could be. Great start so far. Let's go, JT. Yeah. Very nice. If only Rice could get his bat cranked. Yeah. I'm with you. I think you do a great job at the Diamond Zone, JJ. It's so much fun. I really appreciate you for saying that, because I love it when people give feedback. Even if it's negative, I'm down for that, because feedback is feedback. And I think that it's something that's cool that not a lot of people are doing. I don't think a lot of people are doing it. Gavin Sheets will lead off the bottom of the second for the San Diego Padres. The 1-0 pitch is taken for a called strike. Joe says, I'm feeling a 10. Dib Keith, what's up, Dib? 10, should have put more money on the Phils. A 7, says Lou. A 9, says Eagle Auto. I love that. 7.5, says Denbrew. Pitch to Gavin Sheets. This one's going to be laced out to right field. It's going all the way towards the wall. Castellanos is to go chase it down. Sheets is heading on over to second base. Casty's throw is cut off by Bryson Stott. And a leadoff double by Gavin Sheets to start off the bottom of the second inning for the Padres. The pitch was just towards the letters. Wheeler left it hanging. And Gavin, it's on with a double. Sheets 29 years old. Now Xander Bogarts is up. It's hard to believe that he's 32 now. Here's the windup and the pitch. It's taken inside for a ball. Xander started off his career with the Boston Red Sox. Was a rookie back in 2013. 1-0 pitch to Bogarts. That's on the outside corner for a called strike. Did help the Red Sox win a World Series back in 2018. Got to play with Mookie Betts, David Ortiz, a young Rafael Devers. Remember Steve Pearce as well. 1-1. That's inside for ball 2, and Mitch Moreland. Chris Sale also a member of that team. A lot of greats. 2 balls, 1 strike to Xander. And the pitch on the way. This one's flat out over towards right center field. Marsh is on the run. Will make the catch over towards the alleyway. Sheets tagged up from second, but the throw is drawn over to third. It's a very good throw by Brandon Marsh. And staying put at second base is Gavin Sheets. And the next man up will be Jackson Merrill. Since 2020, Zack Wheeler is second in all of baseball in strikeouts, third in ERA, first in innings, first in whip, and first in quality starts. Bud, thank you so much for stopping on by. Diamond Zone is a vibe. It's cool, man. It's a good watch, Diamond Zone. Thank you, guys. Colton was there tuning on in the other day. 1 ball, no strikes to Jackson Merrill. His average is at 258. Wheeler kicks, fires in the pitch. This one is sent out over towards deep left field. That's going back towards the track, and it is gone. And Merrill, with one swing of the bat, ties the knot. Just like that. 364 feet for Jackson. And that is his 6th homer of the season. By the way, that's only the 3rd homer that Zack Wheeler has given up in the last month. Merrill snapped a streak of being homerless for 126 at-bats and did it against Zack Wheeler. Punch. Counter punch. We're in the bottom of the 2nd. 1 out. The 1-0 delivery to Jake Cronenworth is up high for ball 2. Mr. Wright is here. What's going on? Padres suck, go Phillies. I'm a Dodger fan. Mr. Wright's been tuning on in for a little bit. I see you on here, man. Thanks for stopping by. 2 balls, 1 strike, and the 2-1 pitch is swung on and missed. It was a curveball. Two balls, 2 strikes to Jake Cronenworth. 1 away, bottom of the 2nd. The 2-2, this one is flat out over towards right center field. On the run is Marsh, and he tries to trap it as he tried to slide and keep it in front of him. It gets knocked away, and going on over to second base is Jake Cronenworth. Marsh didn't really get a good jump there to run out over towards right center field, and he thought about diving for it, and he ended up just laying out his body and had to run and had to actually get up and find the ball first. He's probably better off just fielding it on the ground. But as he tried to play it on the hop, when he slid, it just bounced out of the glove in front of him. That's the 3rd extra base hit allowed in this inning for Zack Wheeler. And Trenton Brooks is up, and the pitch is fouled away. Brooks with 1 homer and 2 RBI this year. Just a 152 average as a designated hitter. Oh, 1 on the way. That's fouled off. Hit that thumbs up button, people. Help us get to 6,350 on the subs as well. We need 7 more. 7 more subscribers. 0-2 is the count to Trenton Brooks. Up next, it's Marty Maldonado. Cronenworth leads off at second, and the 0-2 is upstairs. One ball, 2 strikes. And the next pitch fouled back towards the screen. The Phillies are tied for 15th in homers. In all of baseball, they have 102. They're tied with the Braves. The Padres only have 81 homers, which is interesting. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 away. You would think that with the guys that they have, like Gavin Sheets, Jackson Merrill, Manny Machado, and Tatis, that they would have more. 2-2 pitch. That's taken down for a ball. '81 is just fourth last. And with that payroll, too, it's like one of the biggest payrolls. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and the 3-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. A battle. But Wheeler gets the strikeout, his first one tonight. And 2 gone in the bottom of the second inning. Whoever did just subscribe, thank you very, very much. That does mean a lot to me. We have 176 people tuning on in. Let's get to 176 likes. The pitch to Maldonado. It's down for a ball. Hope your Saturday's going great. I hope you're having a good Saturday. The Ueno pitch. It's down for ball 2. To a pitch to Martin Maldonado. That's a sinker that's in there for strike 1. Looks like a pretty good crowd at Petco Park. Wheeler comes set and fires. The pitch is swung on and missed. A lot of 2s on the board. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes to Martin Maldonado with 2 outs in the bottom of the second. There's a runner on over at second, and the score is 2-2. And they'll end up in the pitch. This one's going to be blooped out to right field for a base hit. Cronenworth's being waved home. He will come on in to score. And Zack Wheeler gives up 3 runs in this bottom of the second inning. That's an RBI single by Martin Maldonado. And an Wheeler-like performance so far. And Fernando Tatis Jr. will be the next man up for San Diego. Tatis grounded out to short his last time up. Wheeler kicks, deals, and Tatis does show bunt. And it's a foul ball. Hello, JJ. Saw you earlier today with BW. That was not me. Shh, don't tell him. Just kidding. That was not your imagination. That was me. The ball is 1 strike. 0-1 pitch. It's low. And outside as well for a ball. Phillies have the 7th best ERA in all of baseball. Padres are 8th. Not too far behind them. 1-1 pitch. It's low for ball 2. The Phillies do lead all of baseball, though, in quality starts with 52. The Rays have 46. 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. And the count's now 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes to Fernando Tatis Jr. And the windup and the pitch is outside for ball 3. Already 39 pitches thrown by Zack Wheeler, and he has not gotten out of the second inning. Next man up is Luis Arias. Next pitch on the way. Strike 3 called. Got him looking on the outside edge. But the damage is done. Jackson Merrill goes Apotaco with a 2-run homer. And Marty Maldonado gives the Padres the lead 3-2 on an RBI base hit. Okay. In the top of the third, the Phillies will have their top of the order due up. It'll be Turner, Schwarber, and Harper. Was just looking at this stat the other day. Guess where the Phillies are in errors? You know where they are? Greetings from the Kingdom of Wonder. Sunday is fun day. Yup. Petco and San Fran, 2 of the best ballparks ever. Yep. San Fran's beautiful. Petco, it's a nice one. PNC is really good. Really good. Camden Yards is great. Love Fenway. Wrigley looks really cool. And the Bank, it's just a beautiful ballpark. Giants beat the Dodgers, yes. Wait, didn't they lose today 2-1? Yeah, they did. They lost today. How's Chad doing? 2-1. They're fourth. They have the 4th lowest errors. Near the bottom on errors, yeah. And we think that their defense is so atrocious. So why is that? Why is it that we think that their defense is so bad? And, you know, at times we get upset. But why is that? And they're 4th to last in errors. I know the reason why, but I want to hear from you guys. The pitch on the way. That's taken for a called strike. Still a W. Mike Schilt is being interviewed in the dugout. The ball is 1 strike. Where is everybody tonight? Larry's not here. Scott's not here. I'm just curious. One ball, 1 strike to Trey Turner. And Darvish kicks and fires. Darvish with the 1-2 pitch. It's outside for ball 2. Anybody know why the Phillies are 4th to last in errors? Because whoever is saying that isn't correct and are just going with the negatives. Maybe they're new fans that just don't know better. It's part of it. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. There's 1 away. Us Phillies freaks are hard on our team. That's also part of it. I was born in South Bend, so yeah, Cubs fan. Nice. One away. The pitching is taken for a called strike. The ball's 1 strike, and the pitch is outside for a ball. Maybe you're reading that stat wrong. You're funny. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch is down low for ball 2. Nobody's coming up with the answer that I'm looking for. I'm surprised. Two balls, 1 strike. And the next pitch to Kyle Schwarber is inside for ball 3. Three and 1 is the count to Kyle Schwarber. And the next pitch to Kyle is chopped over to first. Arise plays it on a hop and tags the bag for out number 2. Two away in the top of the 3rd inning. Harper is up at the plate. The pitch is up high. Well, it's because they don't count the mental errors that the Phillies have. So, the stats keepers are trying to eliminate what is considered to be an error. They did that with Bohm last night, even though the ball hit his glove, and he should have had it. And it's not just a Phillies thing, but this is just around the league as well. But they have so many mental errors that don't get qualified as an error. I thought somebody would say that, but I guess not. 2-0 pitch. That's a foul ball. How many times this year did we say that's an error and MLB never scored it as an error? 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 outs, top of the 3rd. Phillies are down by 1. And the pitch to Harper. He lines this one out over to right field, and that's going to hit off the top of the wall. Tatis Jr. bobbles it for a second. Harper's hustling. He'll go on over to second base. And the throw is drawn on over to third base. Harper gets on with a double with 2 outs in the top of the 3rd inning. If it was a little bit higher, I think that it would have gotten on out of here. So Harper does get on with a double. A 2-out double. Now Bohm is up. Tatis actually played that pretty well, except that when he got the ball into the glove and he tried to get it into the throwing hand, it just slipped. Bohm is up, and he chops this one over towards the mound, and Darvish plays it on a hop, throws it on over to first in time for out number 3. And so the inning is over. Phillies are down 3-2 to the San Diego Padres. But that was the answer I was looking for. All right. All right, no spamming in the chat. You can comment, just don't spam. 211 people on here watching. We need 3 more subscribers to help us get to 6,350. If you are new to the channel, I'm Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. We go live for all the Phillies, the Sixers, and the Eagles games. That's what we do. Your money's on the line. I hear you. I just don't want people spamming the chat. I'm not saying that you are. I'm not saying that you are at all. But yeah, hit that thumbs up button. We also do Diamond Zone. We do Sunday Night Baseball as well. Is there any Sunday Night Baseball games tomorrow? I don't think that there are. Are there? Tomorrow night is the draft. We're not covering the draft. I wanted to, but we're not going to do it. Subscribe today. It is free. Don't be like one of our guys and wait 9 months to subscribe. That's like so disrespectful. All right. We are going to the bottom of the third inning out in San Diego. Padres lead 3-2. Castellanos got on. They actually called it an infield single from Nick Castellanos. I'm surprised. See, it's those types of things that I'm talking about. They did call it a throwing error, though, by Darvish. The pitch is outside for a ball. But really, that should not have been a single because he would have been out. 1 ball, no strikes to Luis Arraez. Wheeler kicks at the letters in the pitch. It's going to hit Arraez just on the knee. Not a good day for Zack Wheeler so far. Just the command looks a little bit off. Hopefully he settles down. That'll bring up Manny Machado to the plate. Anybody watching the celebrity softball game right now? Just out of curiosity. It's on MLB's YouTube channel. The pitch. That pitch was about a foot off the plate and swung on and missed by Manny Machado. The ball is 1 strike. 0-1 pitch. It's taken down for a ball. The 1-1 delivery. Machado fouls it off over towards the right side. It's out of play. That's interesting. From what I saw, the game looked like a mix of actual baseball and Savannah bananas. Well, was it baseball or softball? Because it's supposed to be a softball game. 1-2. That's a foul ball. Seema Fox says, I like fried spam. Crispy with ketchup. Are we talking about spam? All I just said is don't spam the chat, and now we're talking about spam. Oh, chat. Chat, you're funny. 2 more, baby. 2 more till we get to 6350. And hit that thumbs up button while you're at it, too. We're trying to get to 300 likes. I really want us to get there today, or at least close to it. 1-2. It's low and outside for ball 2. Already got 100 votes. Did we get to 100 likes yet? Did we even hit 100? 2-2 pitch on the way. Just a bit outside. Not by much. $112 likes. Thank you all so much. Very nice. Payoff pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And Machado was pointing the home plate for a second. And he gave JT a little hug. He's chirping at the umpire. And so 1 away in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Just said something to Xander Bogarts, who is now coming out into the on-deck circle. Wonder what that was. Here's the pitch to Gavin Sheets. It's taken for a called strike. What's up, Aeon? 0-1 pitch. This one's flied out over towards center field. Marsh gets under it, makes the grab, 2 away.
This isn't errors, it's lack of range.
2 outs in the bottom of the third. I mean, but Jack, we've seen this team make so many mental mistakes. Like, you have to admit that. Sure, lack of range. Are you talking about running range or throwing range or both? Because that's all a part of it too. I agree. But that goes down to me as mental mistakes. Thanks for the $2 super chat though, my friend. Here's Xander Bogarts. He takes the pitch up high and inside for a ball. So Wheeler now at 52 pitches. He has 3 strikeouts on the day, 3 earned runs, 4 hits allowed. And the 1-0 pitch is inside for ball 2. Again, make sure that you guys go check out Diamond Zone. Scott, if you could do me a huge favor and drop that link of our current one or of our latest episode down, I would appreciate it. We were live for 13 hours on Thursday. It was insane. We did all the baseball games that day. 2-0. That's up high for ball 3. It's basically MLB's version of Red Zone, where we do a whip around of all the games that are going on, and we go live into the action and don't miss any big-time moments. 3-0 pitch. It's up high and inside for ball 4. There's another walk allowed by Zach. Excuse me, that's only the first walk that he has allowed today. But another base runner. Next man up is Jackson Merrill. And Wheeler can't find the zone as the first pitch is way up high for a ball. One ball, no strikes. 2 outs. Bottom of the third. And the pitch on the way. That's taken for a called strike. It's on the upper tier of the zone. Merrill's 1 for 1. Wheeler comes set at the letters, and the 1-1 pitch on the way is swinging a miss on a high cheese fastball at 97.
Casty makes diving grabs on balls others would be calling for a fair catch on grinning face.
1-2 pitch on the way, and a called strike 3 on the outside corner. And the inning is over. We're heading to the top of the 4th inning. Phillies are down 3-2. Thanks again, Jack. Put a smile on my face there. That was funny. Romero goes down looking. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. Top of the fourth inning. Phillies down 3-2. And the pitch to Nick is taken down for a ball. Casty had an infield single his last time up. And then on a bad throw over to first, Bohm, who was going over to third, ended up being able to come on home. 1-0 pitch on the way. It's on the inside corner for a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Keith, thanks for the $5 super chat, man.
It's a matter of time until JJ sits next to Kruk.
Aw, that's so nice. Thank you very, very much.
Aww.
Thank you, man. Thanks so much for the $5 super chat. The 1-1 was fouled off by Nick Castellanos. You guys are so sweet, man. 2 more subscribers till we get to 6,350. 1-2 pitch on the way. It's outside for ball 2. I want to continue to give you guys really good content on here. You know? I love doing this. Two balls, 2 strikes. And the 2-2 pitch. It's down for ball 3. So the count is now 3-2. Phillies currently are tied with the Mets in the standings. If the Phillies win, though, they'll be half a game above them. 3-2 on the way. This one's grounded over towards shortstop. It's backhanded by Bogarets. The throw over to first. It is just in time. Boy, what a play it was! What a play that was by Xander. I mean, really good throwing range. And a good job fielding that ground ball. Casty thought maybe he was going to get it over towards the hole. That was just a great throw. Also a nice catch, too, by Luis Ariz as well on the receiving end of things. Thank you all for the high praise, man. I just want to do this for you guys. I just love being here. And we all have a passion for baseball. No balls, 1 strike. And I'd like to bring baseball to other people that just can't afford to watch it, and other people that are just unfortunate, and people that want another way of tuning on into a game. 0-1 is down for a ball. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. We're in the top of the 4th. There's 1 out. And Bryson Stott is at the plate. Darvish still pitching. And the 1-1 pitch is taken to the knees for strike 2. Yu only has 1 strikeout today. The last time that he pitched, he just went 3 2/3. He threw a total of 63 pitches. Right now, his pitch count is at 57. The windup and the pitch. It's grounded over towards second base. Cronenworth has it, fields it, throws it on over to first, and there's 2 away. We got 204 people watching. We got to get to 300 likes. We got to get to the halfway point. Let's go. We're at 120. 30 more till we're halfway there, baby. Two gone, top of the 4th. And JT, who had a double his last time up, an RBI double, takes the first pitch that he sees down for a ball. What's up, Jaden? Darvish kicks, deals, and JT rolls this one over to short. Bogarts picks it up, fires across the diamond, and we're going to the bottom of the 4th inning. A 1-2-3 inning for Yu Darvish. And the Padres are coming back up for the bottom of the 4th as they lead it 3-2. Good. Just kidding. Not good. But I'm happy that we got out of that inning because I need a sip of water. Got to make sure that we stay hydrated and sleep well, even with the long hours we put on into this. It's very important. And to exercise, to get up, and do all that type of stuff. All right, Wheeler is going to go back out there for the bottom of the fourth inning, in case you are betting on him. 3 innings of work so far, 3 earned runs, 4 strikeouts, 4 hits allowed, 59 pitches, a total of 32 strikes, and a 2.34 ERA for him. Excuse me. Michael, that's very good analysis. I am really happy that you said that because I couldn't have said that any better. Darvish is really herky-jerky. He stops in the middle of his windup on one leg and freezes for a second. No, he does. That's, when I'm doing more so traditional, like play-by-play, those are the types of things that I have to describe, right? And it's so true. And the one thing I love about this is that there are certain things that I see that I don't necessarily say, and you guys really are my color commentators. And that's a very, very good point. The guy that has the weirdest windup now, and I know he hasn't really pitched this year. He started off the season, but had a surgery, is Nestor Cortez. That guy's windup is just so odd. There's a lot of other people throughout baseball over the years that have had those long windups where they just take their time and they do like a balance net in the air with their leg. But the most recent one I could say in MLB right now is Nestor. And you, Darvish. Not you, specifically you. The pitch. It's inside for a ball to Jake Cronenworth. One ball, no strikes. And the windup and the pitch is outside and taken for ball 2. Phillies put up 2 runs. They got both of their runs in the top of the second. JT had an RBI double. Before that, Castellanos got on with a single. And then Darvish had a throwing error on the throw over to first to get Castellanos. And that would allow Alec Bohm to score. 2-0, and that's taken for ball 3. Another 3-ball count for Zack Wheeler. And the windup and the next pitch is taken for a called strike. Three-one pitch. And this one is lined and caught by Edmundo Sosa over at third base. So Bohm was taken out of the game, and Sosa is now in. I haven't really kept Twitter on my phone, but that's interesting. I haven't turned on the notifications. Alec Bohm has been removed from the game due to a bruised left rib after getting hit by that pitch. The pitch is taken, or fouled off, I should say, for strike 1. Oh, 1.
Have you streamed a game while at the game?
The pitch.
Easier.
This one's lined out over to right field for a base hit. And so there's a single. Have you ever streamed a game while at a game? It's easier when you get to see everything in front of you, but I can't take my headset. I can't take my roadcaster with me, and I don't have a crowd mic because how do you block out the crowd noise? It sounds easier, and it would be easier, of course, if I'm watching it in person, just to see the whole entire field. But equipment-wise, they would never allow me to bring this type of stuff in. Even if I just did it from the seats. With that type of a crowd there, it would be audio, equipment-wise, impossible to do that. Unless I got like a press pass. The ball is 1 strike. 1 away, bottom of the 4th. 3-2 Padres. The 0-1 pitch is grounded foul over towards the third base side. Thanks again for the super chat, my friend. But yeah, you wouldn't be able to hear me with a roaring crowd. And it would get so distracting. 0-2. Check swing, did he go? He went around. And so there's the 5th strikeout of the day for Zack Wheeler. Plus, the other thing, too, is that, yes, like they have a crowd mic, but they put the crowd mic right behind home plate that they connect to another piece of audio equipment. And so they're able to, with the engineers that they have on the radio station, they can differ. They have a way of transferring that sound over to the booth with the equipment that's over there. So I wouldn't be able to do that at a Major League Baseball game. 1 ball, no strikes to Fernando Tatis Jr. And here's the 1-0 pitch. It's down for ball 2. Thanks, Joe. 2-0 is the count. Has JJ ever gone to a game? Plenty. Plenty of times. I've gone to none this year, though. Got to see the Phillies in the World Series in 08 and in 09. And got to see them in the Championship Series in 08 and 09. I've gotten some really cool regular season games over the years. 2-0 pitch. It's up high for ball 3. I've been very lucky. Saw them in the NLCS in 2022. 3 balls, no strikes. And the 3-0 pitch on the way, swing and a miss. He went around. Fernando Tatis Jr. did. The 3-1. It's grounded foul. JJ, how could you get on into the press box? I'd have to be approved, which they wouldn't do. I'd have to have, like, it would take a lot. It would take a lot. 3-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. So we're going to the top of the 5th inning as Tatis strikes out for the 2nd time today, and Zack Wheeler, well, he's been doing better over the last couple of innings. So again, Edmundo Sosa is in the ball game for Alec Bohm. Left the game with a left rib, a bruised left rib is what they're calling it. John, it's a lot to explain. I can't say it all on here. I can't do it all on here. JJ, have you been watching Wimbledon? Men's finals is tomorrow at 10 a.m. I have not been following Wimbledon. And I should be. But was that a 6th strikeout? That's strikeout number 6. Yep. I appreciate that, guys. Let me ask you this. If you were to only make one move, if you were to only go out there and make one move for one guy at the deadline, who is your ideal person that you would want to have in the pinstripes? That one ideal person. Well, then how the hell does anybody get in? Yep, John, that's pretty much it. Yep. That's right. Make it rain. Yeah. One Philly that you would want in the pinstripes. Aaron Judge. That's not happening. Yankees are not trading Aaron Judge. But, sure. Sure, we can dream about that. Jack says Byron Buxton. I'm with you. I'm with you on that. Buxton would be a great one. Max Kepler is up at the plate, and the pitch is inside at 93 miles per hour for ball one. Although the thing that scares me about him is that he's injury prone. Pete Crow Armstrong. I'd like him too. That's another one. Ohtani for Strom. 2-0, and that's outside. But the 1-0 pitch was taken outside for ball two. Top of the fifth, nobody out. Kepler is in the batting box, and the 2-0 pitch. Check swing. D did not go. The count is 3-0. Justin Crawford says Brian. What's up, Brian? I haven't seen you on here in a bit. Hopefully you're doing well, my friend. 3-0 pitch to Max Kepler from Darvish. That's taken at the knees for a called strike. Three balls, one strike. Nobody on, nobody out. Top of the fifth and the 3-1, and that's going to get the tying run on base as the pitch was inside for ball four to Max Kepler. A leadoff walk thrown by Yu Darvish, and the Phillies do indeed have a base runner. 2 more subscribers for us to get to 6,350. Let's go. Charge! Comes Brandon Marsh, and the pitch. Here it comes. It's low for a ball. Ruben Niebla is going to go out there to talk things over with Yu Darvish. So there will be a timeout taken on the hill here. Excuse me. So far, the Phillies today are 2 for 6 with runners in scoring position. They've left 2 men on base. Meanwhile, the Padres are 2 for 5 with runners in scoring position. They've left 4 men on base. All 5 runs combined were put up in the second inning. Adrian Morejon will be taking Wheeler's place in the All-Star game announced by MLB. So that's like their 4th relief pitcher for the Padres that they have in the All-Star game. That's wild. The count is 1-0 to Brandon Marsh. He's 0 for 1. His average sits at .258. Only has 3 homers this year, 21 RBI. He flied out deep to right his last time up, but it just stayed into the ballpark. 1-0 pitch to Marsh. This one's going to be lined out towards the third base side into left field for a base hit. And stopping over at second base is Max Kepler. So Marsh got it off the end of the bat, put it in between that 5-6 hole, and just did a good job of just poking it out to left field. Wandy Peralta loosening up in the Padres bullpen. And the Phillies do have traffic on the bases with still nobody out. Let's go. Darvish leaking oil. And Trey Turner is the next man up. He will step on into the batter's box for Philadelphia. Kepler's the tying run. He's over at second. First pitch to Trey. Off the plate for ball one. And so the count is 1-0. Get up, people. Let's go, baby. Charge! The 1-0 pitch to Trey. It's low for ball two. Turner 0 for 2 today. Grounded out to third his first time up. Has not had a good day. 2-0 delivery, swing and a miss on a pitch that was above the zone. Could have been a 3-0 count, but it's a 2-1 count instead. Turner has 6 more hits than Machado for first in the National League. 2-1 to Turner. There's a fly ball hit out over towards left field. It'll stay in the ballpark. Sheets gets under it. He'll make the catch in front of the track. Kepler tags from second. The throw is drawn over to third. Cut off by Bogarets at short. And Kepler stays put at second base. And one gone. Turner got underneath that slider. He was not happy about that. Next man up is Kyle Schwarber. Infield playing him the pole, obviously. First pitch, swing and a miss. He did not anticipate a curveball to be thrown low and out of the zone. But it was. Darvish has gone 4 1/3. He has surrendered 2 earned runs, 4 hits, 1 strikeout. 0-1 pitch. A cutter that swung on and missed. And Schwarber will call for time. He shakes his head. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We're trying to get to 300 likes. "73 pitches for you, Darvish." The 0-2 delivery. There it is. Strike 3 called. Got him looking at a sinker at the knees. And Bryce Harper is the next man up. Tell you what, he battled there. He wasn't going to give him anything down the middle. He did a good job locating those pitches, including that sinker. Darvish looking to get out of the jam. Throws the first pitch down. It's a fastball to Bryce Harper for ball 1. Phillies have a 54-40 record. Padres are 51-43. 1 second left on the pitch clock. And the windup. And the next pitch off the plate for ball 2. San Diego tied with the Giants. They are 5 games behind the Dodgers. The Phillies are tied with the Mets for first place in the NL East. 2 runners on, 2 outs. The 2-0 to Bryce. And he chops it foul towards the right side. It's a foul ball. All 5 runs have been scored, or were scored, in the second inning. Two and 1 to Bryce. The windup, and the next pitch is low and inside for ball 3. Edmundo Sosa is in the on-deck circle. Remember, he came on in to play for Bohm. Bohm got hit by a pitch in the second. 3-1 is the count. We'll see if Harper gets the green light here. 3-1 pitch, he does. It's a foul ball. Big opportunity here for the Phillies. Darvish gets set at the letters. He looks back at second. Now back to the plate. The 3-2 pitch. And it's fouled away. The pitch was outside. Runners did go. And they have to go back to their respected bases. Luckily enough, it wasn't caught by Maldonado. Thought maybe it was going to be foul tipped into the glove. Darvish will disengage with the runner at second, and he fakes a throw. Kepler gets back to the bag. It's 71 degrees out in San Diego, California. The payoff pitch from Darvish, way outside for ball 4, and the bases are loaded for Philadelphia. And Edmundo Sosa is the next man up. We'll see if he can come through here for the Phillies. Brian Honig is warming up in the San Diego bullpen. Here comes Sosa. 24 career at-bats with the bases loaded. This year, he's only had one opportunity with the bases loaded. Or one career at-bat, I should say. Is a double and 4 RBI. First pitch to Edmundo, and he slaps it foul. Got a slider on the inside corner. The count is 0-1. Hit the thumbs up button. And subscribe to the channel as well. We have 281 people rocking with us. We go on for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game. So be sure that you hit the like button and subscribe. The balls, 1 strike. The 0-1 to Sosa. This one's grounded out to left field for a base hit. 1 run's going to score. Kepler scores, and the throw to the plate to get Marsh. It's not in time. He gets in 4-3. The throw over to third to get Harper. That's not in time either. Sosa goes over to second, and he gives the Phillies the lead. And Schultz is going to go out there, and Darvish, his day is done. Let's go. Play Sosa. Yes. Yes. Nice job by Edmundo Sosa. They call it a 2-run single for Edmundo. And the next man up will be Nick Castellanos when they return from the pitch and change. Chat, how we feeling? How we feeling after that? I feel like the vibes got to be high, don't they? They've got to be high. What is up, Shannon? Shannon, how are you? Yeah. There we go. Nice. Chat's going crazy. Edmundo Sosa is the man. Jack with a $2 super chat. He says, can we just DFA Stott already? I appreciate the $2 super chat, my friend. You put Sosa in, and he makes something happen. It's just so funny. It's not a joke, man. Play that man. Play Edmundo Sosa. If I go to a game this year, I will bring a sign that says start Edmundo Sosa. Or Edmundo Sosa is my MVP or something along those lines. I will always advocate for that guy. I will. 4-3, Philadelphia. Can they get some more runs? Hoenig is going to pitch against Castellanos, and the pitch on the way is fouled off. Hoeing is pitching for the Padres. Evelyn's here. Says I'm feeling really good. One more sub till we get to 63.50. Let's go. Let's go. The ball is one strike, and the pitch to Castellanos. A fly ball hit out over towards right field, and Tatis runs out of room. It's a foul ball. Got that ball in the right spot, Edmundo. Oh, 2 pitch to Nick. And there's a fly ball out over towards shallow center field. Merrill gets under it. He'll make the catch. And the inning is over. The damage is done, though, and the Phillies do get the lead back on a 2-run single by Edmundo Sosa. So we go to the bottom of the 5th. Phillies lead it 4-3. We'll be back in just a few moments while we're in this break. Mods, tell people to hit the thumbs up button. Let us know how we're doing on the likes to views ratio as well. We got the 63.50. Let's go. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, be right back. Wheeler's going to go back out there for the bottom of the 5th. 4-3 Phillies. Luis Arias is up in the pitch. He's taken for a ball. What a pitch. That's taken for a strike at 97 miles per hour. You guys are funny, chat. The 1-1 pitch It's a foul ball. It goes out of play. The Astros lead it 2-1 as they go to the bottom of the 6th out in Houston against the Texas Rangers. That's the only other game currently on right now. Tonight at 9:38, you got the Diamondbacks taking on the Angels. And at 10:05, it'll be Jays and A's. 79 total pitches for Zack Wheeler. Hopefully he can go 6 innings. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bottom of the 5th. Nobody out. The 1-2. It's outside for ball 2. We got 241 people tuning on in. That's awesome. We're trying to get to 300 likes today. We're at 157. We got to the halfway point. Let's go. 2-2 pitch. Fly it out towards shallow left center field. Marsh maneuvers towards his right side. Stops, waits for it, makes the grab. And the out is recorded. Yeah, I didn't realize that Machado's debut season, I forgot about this, was the same year Trout and Harper's season was. The pitch on the way, and that's taken for a ball. I guess that Bogarets was the year after that, right? Was he 2013? Yeah, it was 2013. 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch on the way is taken for ball 2 to Manny Machado. Two and 0 is the count, 1 away. And the pitch, it's inside for a ball. Manny's average this year is at 290. He does have 17 homers and 55 RBI as well. Wheeler kicks, deals, and fires a sweeper at the knees, taken for strike 2. Phillies were down 3-2, and then Edmundo Sosa gave them the lead in the top of the 5th. 2-2 pitch. Chopper hit over towards the second baseman Stott, and he plays it on a hop, throws it over to first, and the second out is made. The Padres this year are 30-17 at home. Phillies on the road are at 500. They're 24-24. The pitch to Gavin Sheets is fouled back towards the screen. Gavin turned 29 in April. Started off his career with the White Sox. 0-1 is the count. And the pitch. It's inside for ball 1. 88 total pitches for Zack Wheeler. 1-1 pitch. It's a curveball that misses low for ball 2. Phillies top of the lineup today, just 1 for 7 when it comes to the first 3 hitters. The Padres, their top 3 hitters are 0 for 8. The pitch to Gavin Sheets is another foul ball. I'm cashing out. Let's freaking go, says Trezarki. 2-2 pitch. There's a ground ball rolled over towards the right side. Stott picks it up, throws it on over to first, and we're going to the top of the 6th. Phillies lead it 4-3. And a good inning by Wheeler. They'll be back in just a little bit. Are we smoking in the chat? Is that what's going on right now? What's everybody smoking? You guys are taking too long. What are you talking about? Gosh. Oh, man. Thanks, guys. Definitely subscribing. I'll always be back. Great channel for feedback or for feed base. I got you, man. And again, please, like, when we do our Diamond Zone casts, which are pretty much going to be like once a week, you really should check on into those, because if you're into betting, we go into like all the games. And again, like, we streamed for 13 hours. That was a long freaking time. So I really want to try to grow that community on here, because I feel like that can reach a different audience. My goal is, guys, I love my Philly freaks, and I'm going to obviously stick to my Phillies baseball stuff, but I want to expand the brand. And the only way to do that, I realize, is by trying to cover as many other baseball games as I can. And I realize that we're diving on into something that really hasn't been discovered before, or has, it's sort of like foreign territory. And it's really cool. And we can make a lot of shorts out of the calls from the other games, and it's just a really nice thing, Oh, freaking perfect. This will help me greatly when betting. I'll have to share it to my group chat. They will definitely tune on in. Yeah, mods. Actually, wait. I can pull up the link right now. I got it. So, like, here was our latest episode. We can make a lot of shorts out of... Whoops. Did not mean for that to happen. Where is it? There it is. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. There we go. That's the link right there. That's our latest episode. That was our second part of our 13-hour stream that we did. The pitch is taken for a ball to Bryson Stott. 1 ball, no strikes. Top of the 6th. Nobody out. Hoeing is pitching. And the 1-0 is outside for ball 2. $256 people watching. 2-0 pitch to Stott, and he pops this one up out over towards shallow center field. Bogarets says he has it, and he does, and I'll make the catch. The count was 2-0, and he's decided to swing at that. He's really in a slump now. Next man up is JT. I envy you guys who live in states where sports betting is legal, says Jack. The pitch. That's outside for a ball. Subscribe to the channel and hit that thumbs up button. We need 48 more for 6,400. Wow. The 1-0 pitch to JT. Looked low. It's called a strike. Wandy Peralta loosening up in the Padres bullpen. One ball, one strike to JT. And the pitch. It's popped up. It's a foul ball. It'll find the seats. Thanks for the links. Yeah, man. I got you. Okay, Jack. Okay. 1-2. It's grounded foul. Still have 261 people tuning on in. That's awesome. Owing comes set and deals. Throws it wide for ball 2. The windup and the pitch. Another foul ball off the foot of JT. Paul Konerko received a signed White Sox jersey from the Pope. Huh. As the team celebrates its 2005 World Series. Wow. Next pitch is taken outside and away for another ball. Three-two pitch. Ground ball hit over to shortstop. It's bobbled by Bogarts. It was in the hole. It was a tough play. And JT is going to get on with an infield single. Wow. So that's a leadoff infield single by JT. Give him now 2 hits today. And the next man up will be Max Kepler. All right, chat. Let's go. Let's go. Pitch to Kepler. This one's grounded sharply over to third. The throw to second. There's one. The throw over to first. That's in time for an around-the-horn double play. We're going to the bottom of the 6th. 1-run lead for the Phillies against the San Diego Padres. Be back soon. Don't go anywhere. Alrighty. Hopefully you're all doing well and having yourselves a very fantastic night. Phillies are taking on the San Diego Padres. They lead at 4-3. How did we get here, JJ? Well, Nick Castellanos got on with an infield single, and then Bohm was over at second base, advanced over to third, and Darvish threw it on over to first base to try to get Casty out. The throw was high, and Bohm would score. And then JT got on with an RBI double to make it 2-0 at the time. Wheeler is back out there to pitch to Xander Bogarts. The first pitch was taken for a strike. Second pitch is inside for a ball. Jackson Merrill then hit a 2-run homer in the bottom of the second off of Wheeler. And then Martin Maldonado had an RBI single in the bottom of the second to put the Padres out in front 3-2. 1-1 pitch. Fouled away. And then with bases loaded in the top of the fifth, Edmundo Sosa hit a 2-run single to make it 4-3. One ball, 2 strikes. Bottom of the sixth. Nobody out. Bogarts in the box. Wheeler kicks, deals, and the 1-2 is chopped towards second base. Stop plays it on a hop, throws it on over to first. And one gone in the bottom of the sixth inning. Still plenty of baseball to go. As Jackson Merrill comes up. He had the opposite field homer in the bottom of the second inning, as we just mentioned. The homer went 364 feet. That was his 6th homer of the season. The pitch on the way. It's a swing and a miss. Last year, Jackson had 24 homers and 90 RBI. 0-1 pitch. It's in there for strike 2. This year, the power's down. .236 at-bats coming on into today. 61 hits for Jackson Merrill. 0-2 pitch. It's outside for a ball. The windup and the pitch. It's a curveball. It's down for ball 2. What's up, freaks? What's going on, THR 33 step? People are smoking in the chat. Somebody pass something out to him. 2-2 pitch on the way. This one is high, this one is deep, and this one is gone. Merrill has gotten aboard against Zack Wheeler with 2 homers today, twice. Wow. 2 homers in this ball game for Jackson Merrill, and it's back to an even ball game. And Wheeler gives up another homer. The next man up is Jake Cronenworth. And the pitch is down for a ball. Scott says tie up the baby. Yeah, not really happy about that. 1-0 pitch. It's grounded over to short. Turner has it. Throws it on over to first. It's in time for out number 2. I want JJ to call my funeral. Here's the windup and the delivery. He's down on strikes. He is gone. No, I can't. Chat, no. 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 Oh, man. The pitch is taken for a ball. I take that back. 1-0 pitch on the way. And that's taken on the inside corner for strike 1. I just don't know sometimes what's going to spew out of my mouth. The 1-1 pitch. It's a fly ball hit out over towards center field. Marsh is there, makes the catch, and the inning is over. Jackson Merrill hits his 2nd homer of the ball game as we go to the top of the 7th. It's 4-4. He is gone. That's so mean. That's actually a really interesting idea. I remember that Mike Breen. It was Mike Breen did a commercial with Jason Tatum, and he had some basketball analogies, and the whole thing was living with Mike Breen. Do you guys remember like what I'm talking about? I forget what was that for Gatorade? Was that a Gatorade commercial? That's kind of what that makes me think about. 251 people watching and 171 likes. We're going to the 7th inning. We got to get to 300, baby. Got to get to 300. 80 of you have not hit that thumbs up button. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Merrill did the thief sketch before the homer. She gone. Smoking hand-rolled cheesesteaks today. Ooh, sounds good. Had to come back. I'm told Wheeler is actually at 6 strikeouts. Only at 6 strikeouts. Yeah, you just give up another homer to Jackson Merrill. That's going to be it, too, probably for Zack Wheeler. 6 hits allowed for Zack, 4 runs. And, yeah, he's only at 6 strikeouts. Anybody else know the commercial I'm talking about with Mike Breen and Jason Tatum? I'm pretty sure that was a Gatorade commercial. Mike Breen, Jason Tatum commercial. Jason rooms with Mike Breen. What was that for? Pitch on the way. There's a fly ball hit out over towards left field. Gavin Sheets on the run, tracks it down, makes the catch, and there's one gone in the top of the 7th. Before we could even introduce Wandy Peralta, who's out there on the mound for the Padres, Brandon Marsh lines one out to left. And there's one away. You think he has a chance of getting one more strikeout, guys? I think his night is done. I do. I think his night is done. Trey Turner is up. And the pitch. That's up high for a ball. I said that he had 105 pitches. So his night is probably done. 1 ball, no strikes. And the 1-0 pitch to Turner. He lines this one out to left center field. That's going to split the gap and go all the way over towards the wall. Turner is going to go on over to second base. Merrill gets over to the ball. Throws it to the cutoff man. And a 1-out double by Trey. Okay, and so the next man up will be Kyle Schwarber for Philadelphia. All right, Kyle is coming up. Phillies could get the lead back. We'll see what they do, though, with 1 out here in the 7th inning. Schwarber with the first pitch. Swings at a high fastball. And he's behind in the count 0-1. The ball is 1 strike on the pitch to Kyle. Ground ball hit over to second base. The second baseman has it. That's Cronenworth. He throws it over to first. It's in time. And Turner does head on over to third. Here comes Bryce Harper. Harper is in the box. The first pitch is taken for a called strike. There's going to be a meeting on the mound. Two away, top of the seventh. A runner on over at third. The pitch to Harper. That's inside for a ball. So I thought that the first pitch was thrown. It was not. It's a 1-1 count to Harper as the second pitch was taken for a strike. Two away, top of the seventh. The 1-1 to Bryce. Inside and down for ball two. Hit the thumbs up button, people, and make sure that you subscribe to the channel as well. Come on, folks. Charge! 2-1 to Harper. Swing and a miss on a changeup that was inside. Two to Harper. Outside for ball three. Three-two on the way to Bryce. He flies this one out over to left field. It's hooking out of play, and it'll find the seats. We got 273 people watching. Get us to the 300 marker, please. And thank you. Get out of the shadows and hit that thumbs up button, people. We're at 188 likes. We need 12 more to get to 200. 3-2 to Harper. It's up high for ball four, and that's going to put runners on at the corners. And Sosa is coming up once again for the Phils. He gave them the lead once. Can he do it again? Let's go, Sosa! Before that happens, Mike Schilt is going to make a move, and that's going to be it for Wandy Peralta. So a pitch and change here in the top of the seventh. And while we're in this break, this is now a good time to hit that thumbs up button as well. Let's go. We're at 193. Seven more, man. 7 more likes. Just make contact. Drop a Y or an N. Should we cover the home run derby on Monday? A Y or an N? Should we do the home run derby on Monday? Help me out, chat. If you don't want me to do, I want you to be honest. Denver says Y. Okay? Keep the votes coming on in. I'm not going to make a poll. Ross. What's up, Ross? How are you, man? Old Fart says yes. What's going on? Pacer says yes. Okay. Scott says yes. PJ says yes. David says yes. Old Man Ferguson says hell no. Okay. Says the person that took 9 months to subscribe to the channel. Just saying. Scott says yes. Edward says yes. Patricia says yes. Jack says no. Okay. THR 33 Steps says yes. Let's go. John says yes. Vigilant Tracker says no. All right, top of the seventh. Runners at the corners. with 2 outs, and David Morgan is going to pitch for the Padres. Let's go. Eric says yes. Cool stuff. Top of the 7th, 2 away. We're tied up 4-4. The pitch to Sosa, and this one is fouled out of play towards the right side. Bye-bye baseball. I'll call it just like that. Oh, and 1 is the count. Morgan kicks, deals, and fires. Strike 2 at the knees. Let's go. That was a very short break. George! 0-2 pitch. Here it comes. It's low and outside. Good block, 2. Harper does go on over to second base. Didn't even see him run, but he's in scoring position. 1-2 is the count to Edmundo Sosa. Morgan kicks, fires, and Sosa grounds this one over to third base. Machado gets over to it, throws it over to first, and he is out at first base. And we're going to the bottom of the 7th. Out in San Diego, 4-4 is the score. That was a beautiful play by Manny Machado. All right, it is trivia time. He was just out by less than a quarter of a step, and Morgan gets fired up. We're going to the bottom of the 7th. All right, I'm going to ask you a Phillies trivia question. If you get it right, you will hear this. If you get it wrong, you will hear this. All right, I want to know one member. I want you to name me one member of the Phillies all-vet team in 2003. These players were honored on September 27th of 2003 prior to the penultimate game at the stadium. So which players were on the Phillies all-vet team in 2003? Give me just one. Let's go. Schmidt, Tomei, Rizzo. Tomei was not there. Rizzo was not there. We got Darren Dalton. That's 1. Larry Boa. That's 2. John Kruk. That's 3. Jimmy. Maddox. Yes. John, I'm not a Kruk. Carlton. Who else? Who else? Keep going. Oh, Mike Schmidt. Yes, sorry. Matthews. No. Matthews is not on the list. Samuel. Yes. Dalton was also correct. Bobby Abreu. Yes. And I think there was one more that we didn't name. One more. Tug? No. Did somebody say it? Did somebody say it? I don't think anyone said it. One more. The Bull, Greg Wazinski. Yes. Got it. Good job, Snow. Good for you, man. We named them all. All right, Martin Maldonado is up. And he takes the first pitch for a strike. So it was Dalton, Kruk, Samuel, Boa, Schmidt, Abreu, Wazinski, Maddox, Schilling, and Carlton. 0-1 pitch, and that's taken for strike 2. So Tanner Banks is going to pitch. No balls, 2 strikes. Bottom of the 7th. Phillies are tied 4-4. Nobody out. Banks gets set at the Phillies letters, and the 0-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night to Martin Maldonado. Let's go. Woof. Cha-ching. Have a seat. Here comes Tatis. He's 0 for 3. The pitch. It's a slider, and it's taken for a called strike. No balls, 1 strike to Fernando. And the 0-1 pitch from Tanner Banks. Swing and a miss. Banks with a 3.10 ERA, 40 strikeouts for him. 0-2 pitch. And that is a foul ball. Tug was not on that list. All the other honorees attended, including Tug McGraw, who was recovering from brain surgery. But see, why wasn't he posted on the starting list? 0-2 on the way. Fly ball hit out over towards center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Tatis gets on with a 1-out single. It's really weird. They say on Wikipedia the players were as follows, and they said Dalton, Kruk, Samuel, Boa, Schmidt, Abreu, Lazinski, Maddox, Schilling, and Carlton. Schilling was playing for the Diamondbacks and was unavailable for the ceremony. All the other honorees attended, including Tug McGraw, who is recovering from brain surgery. Neither was Tim. That's funny. All right, so a leadoff, 1-out single, by Fernando Tatis Jr. And Luis Arraez is coming on up. Bottom of the 7th, 1 away. Jordan Romano is warming up in the Phillies bullpen. So Wheeler is not going to get the win. Arraez today, 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch back in the 3rd inning. One away, bottom of the 7th, and the pitch is down and in for a ball. This game is 2 hours and 25 minutes old. 1-0 pitch on the way, and that's taken for a called strike. Just on the outside edge. Banks does have a 3.10 ERA. One ball, 1 strike in the pitch. Line drive, another base hit out over to center field. Marshall played on 2 bounces. Tatis will go on over to 3rd, and runners are at the corners. In the bottom of the 7th for San Diego with 1 out. Back-to-back singles, and Manny Machado is coming up for the Padres. All right, come on. Come on. We got to get him out. We're at 2:04 on the likes. Yes. Let's go. Just keep it clean in the chat. What a loser, Sister Zarsky. Banks is going to come out of the game. And Rob Thompson is going to make a move. Just had a brain fart there. Again, got distracted. Romano's going to come on in, and he will face Manny Machado. He's okay. He's fine. He's fine. He's fine. You're okay, Trezarki. Just keep it clean. That's all. Wheeler didn't pitch well enough to overcome the bullpen. Romano's coming on in. Game over. We're screwed. There goes the game. This bullpen makes me nauseous. I hear you guys. I hear you. I hear you. Everybody's heart rate is up. I get it. The plane is sputtering. It's losing altitude. Which Romano will we get? Any bets? Hey guys, if you have not hit the thumbs up button already, please make sure that you guys do that. We're at 271 people watching. Really wants to get to that 300 like marker. We're at 209. We're doing excellent, guys. We really are. This is excellent. By the way, the Astros currently lead at 3-2 in the bottom of the eighth with 2 outs. Manny Machado is going to step on into the batter's box, and he will be facing Jordan Romano, who has a 7.44 ERA this year. Pitch to Machado, swing and a miss. He got a slider, and it was at the knees. Manny tonight 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts. There is one away. Just wanted to make sure I mentioned that. The ball is 1 strike. A double play would be perfect. 0-1 pitch. There's a fly ball. It's hit out over towards right field. It's pretty deep. Castellanos will make the catch. And Tatis will come on in to score. The throw over to second is cut off. And the Padres do get the lead back. They lead at 5-4. Honestly, not the worst result. Not the worst thing. It was not a good pitch, though. I'll say that. It was right down the middle. But I'll take that over like a 2-run double. 5-4, bottom of the 7th. Phillies down again. 2 outs. And here's the pitch. It's high for a ball. So the count is 1-0. Jordan Romano will get sit above the belt. The toss bat to first, not in time. Arias stays put. A ball, no strikes, and the pitch is in there for strike 1. Tatis was going back to the tunnel. Whenever they show a player going back to the tunnel, I never think about that as a good thing. But sometimes it's just nothing. 1-1 pitch. Foul ball. And it goes out of play. Vigilance says I'm trying to stay positive. One-two pitch. Swing and a miss. And so the inning is over. Machado gives the Padres the lead, though, on a go-ahead sacrifice fly. And we head to the top of the 8th. Phillies are down by a run. honestly, I expected them to get a run there with the situation that was at hand, and I just didn't want it to get blown out of proportion. Like, for Romano to come on in there and for him to be perfect, that was pretty much going to be a no. He actually got a little bit lucky, too, on that pitch. Because Manny, his timing was a little bit off on that pitch down the middle. So, the way that I look at it is, yeah, it sucks that they gave the lead away, but it could have been a lot worse. And it's only a one-run game. Casty's going to come on up. It'll be 5, 6, and 7 in the Phillies batting order. The other good news, if you want to think about it like this from a positive perspective, is that they're not going to have to face Adam. And I think that Robert Suarez is not going to be available tonight either because he pitched 2 days in a row. But then again, we'll see. We shall see. But I do know that Robert pitched in 3 of the last 4 games. But we'll see what they do. Thanks for the broadcast. I appreciate you. Just do me a solid and hit the thumbs up button. Help us get to 300 likes. And hit that subscribe button as well. I would really, really appreciate that. We need 85 more likes for us to get to 300. We're doing so good, guys. We really are. I'm very happy with that. Nick is going to lead off the top of the 8th. It is 9:58 p.m. Eastern Time. Morgan is still going to pitch. And the pitch is up high for a ball. It was at 97 miles per hour. Bryce Johnson is going to be the new left fielder for the Padres. They seem to put him on in there in late game situations for defensive purposes. 1-0 pitch to Casty. Grounds this one over to short. It's picked up by Bogarts. The throw over to first is in time. And 1 gone in the top of the 8th inning. Here's Stott. He's hitting 235, excuse me. 1 out, and the pitch. And it's called a ball. Yuki Matsui is warming up in the bullpen. And if it gets to be Max Kepler, it's probably who he's going to come on in the face. 1-0 pitch to Stott. He gets under it again and flies it out over towards center field. Merrill waits for it, makes the grab. 2 up, 2 down. Not even a fight. 8 pitches and already 2 outs. Give him a fastball right down the middle, too. His timing is just so off. He's uppercutting at these pitches. Here comes JT. Morgan throws the first pitch of the at-bat outside. 1-0 is the count. JT tonight 2 for 3. He had an RBI double back in the 2nd inning. The 1-0 pitch. A big swing and a miss on a pitch at 96 miles per hour. Let's go. 46 more subscribers, man. Let's go. The 1-1 to JT. It's down for ball 2. There's Brandon Marsh in the hole. The 2-1 delivery. This one's popped up out over towards shallow center field. Merrill with the long run. Can't make the catch. It goes under his glove. And Tatis is there to back him up. And JT gets on with a bloop single out over towards center field. Take advantage. Take advantage. Ride or die, baby. One more step and then he would have had it. He didn't dive there. Charge! It actually hit the tip of his glove. So a 2-out bloop single. And because Kepler is going to come on up, Yuki Matsui is going to go out there to face the lefty. And we do have a pitching change. Guys, after the game is done, call on into the postgame show, 610-314-0844, as we do our Phillies postgame show. We have a lot to talk about with this game, and I would really, really love to hear what your thoughts are. So if you want to call on in, you can. If you want to call on in, you most certainly can. Again, 610-314-0844. You can also leave a text message as well. If you don't feel like staying on, just text me what your thoughts are about this Phillies team. What are your concerns? What are you happy about, if you are happy about anything? What's been a positive for you? What's been a negative? How do you feel about this game? Just chime on in, join the conversation. You can also leave a voicemail message as well. It doesn't just have to be a text message. It could be a voicemail message too. Again, the number is posted in the ticker. It's also in the live chat. The mods will post it right now. But yeah, that is the phone number. I imagine chat's not feeling so happy right now. There's those membership links. If you guys want to become a member today, the membership links are right there. It's $2.99. It's $2.99 a month. Darvish allowed 4 earned runs in 4 2/3. Wheeler allowed 4 earned runs in 6 innings. Yuki Matsui is going to go out there. He has a 5.09 ERA, 38 strikeouts in 35 innings, and Otto Kemp is going to pinch hit for Max Kepler. The pitch on the way. It's a line drive foul ball over towards the left side. I'm actually shocked that he's doing this, Rob Thompson. No balls, 1 strike. Matsui on the hill. He kicks, deals, and the pitch, swing and a miss, and Otto Kemp also lost his bat too. It went over towards where Brandon Marsh was in the on-deck circle. Just lost the grip of that bat. No balls, 2 strikes to Otto Kemp. Matsui gets the signs. Breeze gets set and delivers. And Otto Kemp chops a foul over towards that third base side. Hit that thumbs up button, people. Let's go. The 0-2 to Otto Kemp. It's a foul ball, and he stays alive. Oh, 2 is the count to Otto Kemp. And the 0-2 pitch. There's a line drive, base hit out over to right field. JT's going to round second. He's going to hustle and go on over to third base. And so the tying run now is over at third with 2 outs in the top of the 8th. Next man up will be Brandon Marsh. And so, again, the tying run is now 90 feet away from scoring. Ooh. Ride or die. That's what you got to do with this team. Marsh is coming up. And a timeout taken as Ruben Niebla, the pitching coach for the Padres, will have a conversation with Yuki Matsui. Matsui, over his last 6 games, has given up 10 earned runs, including 4 homers. His first 32 games, he was really strong and only gave up 10 earned runs during that time. Again, Otto Kemp with a pinch hit single after JT got on with a bloop single out over to center field. Tying run over at third. Come on, freaks. Come on, freaks. Let's go. Charge! Marsh is up. Matsui gets set at the belt. Kicks. Deals. The first pitch is up high for a ball. And the count is 1-0 to Brandon Marsh. White batting gloves for Brandon. He's 1 for 3. Hit the ball sharply, though, a couple of times. 1-0 pitch. He pops this one up. It's hit out over towards shallow center field. Bogarts says he has it, and he does, and he'll make the catch. And the inning is over. We're going to the bottom of the 8th. Another inning where the Phillies leave another man in scoring position. And so the bottom of the 8th coming on up. The Phillies just hope to keep it a 1-run deficit. I'm curious to see if they're going to have Suarez warm up for the bottom of the 8th. Another one. All right. 9 hits for the Phillies today. 4 runs. 8 hits for the Padres today. 5 runs. We're at 355 people watching, baby. I want us to get to 300 likes. For those of you that are just tuning on in for the first time, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. We are trying to get to 300 likes for the first time in a regular season game this year without the game being on Apple TV. If you could help us get there for the first time ever, I would really, really appreciate it. We need 75 more likes. 75 more. We're not far at all. We're doing very, very well. The game is 2 hours and 46 minutes old. Matt Strom is going to go out there and pitch the bottom of the 8th inning, and he will pitch against Xander Bogaerts. Let's go. too critical. We got this, is Joe. Hey, it's all love. It's all love at the end of the day. It is. I will give you my own thoughts on this game after we're done. And I will give you a post-game show. Again, you can come on for that. We do a lot of baseball content on here. Primarily speaking, we cover the Phillies. We also cover the Sixers. We cover the Eagles too. And we have our new cast that we do about once a week called MLB Diamond Zone. What is Diamond Zone? Well, imagine if NFL Red Zone came over to Major League Baseball. That's really what it is. It's NFL Red Zone's concept, but it's in baseball. And it's really cool. Here's the pitch thrown from Matt Strahm. It's taken down for a ball. 39 games this year for Strahm, and he'll face Xander to lead off the bottom of the eighth. The 1-0 pitch on the way is taken for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch on the way. It's fouled off right over towards the first base side and into about the 12th row or so. Estrada is going to pitch the 9th inning, it seems. Jeremiah Estrada, that is. This will be his 3rd day pitching in a row. One-two pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. So 1 away in the bottom of the 8th inning. Keep those likes and those subs coming. What are we at now? We're at 229. We need 71 more. Let's get to 300. 1 out. Here's Jackson Merrill. And the windup, the pitch. It's taken for a strike. Keep the rally rolling. The ball is 1 strike to Jackson. Here's the 0-1. This one's flied out over towards left field. Otto Kemp gets under it. He'll make the catch. He just missed his 3rd homer of the game. Barely. Two away. And the next man up is Jake Cronenworth. Dr. DeLay is here. How are you, my friend? I appreciate you for stopping on by. Folks, if you like baseball, and if you like the Pirates, my man Dr. DeLay does a very good job calling baseball games. He also does a lot of football content as well, and you should definitely go check him out. Plug in the link, my friend. You do a good job. And I don't say that lightly. 1 ball, no strikes. Lefty versus lefty here. Cronenworth against Strahm. And Strahm kicks, delivers, fires a strike. Phillies are down 5-4 to the San Diego Padres. It was 3-2 in the bottom of the 2nd. Really going on into the 3rd. 1-1 pitch. It's a foul ball. So again, Robert Suarez will not close out the 9th inning. One ball, 2 strikes to Jake Cronenworth. And the 1-2 delivery. That's outside for ball 2. Why did they pull Wheeler? They pulled him because he had 105 pitches. The 2-2 delivery. It's up high and inside for ball 3. Can't give up a walk here. Jose Iglesias is the man in the on-deck circle. 3-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. He got him on a slider that was low and tested him. It worked. The Phillies will go to the top of the ninth. The top of the order is due up for the Phillies. They only have 2 hits today, the first 3 hitters. All right. Last chance. Last chance. And again, after the game is done, we will have a post-game show. So you can call on in, you can express your thoughts, and let me know how you guys feel about the Philadelphia Phillies in regards to this game. Again, 610-314-0844. Text on in or call on into the show. You're more than welcome to do that. Also, memberships. They're $2.99 a month. Drop the membership links down below, folks. Not members. Mods. There we go. That's the right word. That's the word that I want. Drop that link. It's $2.99 a month. And also somebody drop Dr. Delay's link and Rising Rhino. I know I'm asking a lot from my mods, but you guys are the best. You guys are the best. We have 279 people watching, and we are getting to the 300 marker. We're at 232. If we can get to 250, I'll be fine with that. But let's go. All right, come on. One more inning to go. The Fighters, man. Ride or die. You ride or die with this ball club. I need to see some emotes here. I need some emotes to wake me the heck up in the chat. Somebody drop them. Drop them. Come on. Fire me up. Fire me up, baby. Let's go. There we go. There's PJ. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Yes. That's what I'm talking about. Rally time, baby. Again, Robert Suarez is not going to close it out. He's pitched the last 2 games. We have Jeremiah Estrada pitching. The pitch is outside for a ball. Estrada, 45 games this year, a 3-4 record, along with a 3.0 ERA and 42 innings of work. Trey did double. He's 1 for 4. The 1-0 pitch on the way. It's outside for ball 2. Better see some stop signs in the chat. No reason to go. Schwarber waits in the on-deck circle. The 2-0 pitch to Turner, and he takes a fastball at 97, right at the knees for strike 1. Estrada will wind up, kick, and fire, and the pitch is fouled off. The mask of Maldonado had also got a piece of Shane Livensparger as well, and they share a little laugh. Charge! This ball club, this baseball team. Two balls, 2 strikes to Trey Turner. Estrada kicks, fires the pitch, swing and a miss. And Trey Turner is down on strikes. After being ahead in the count 2-0, Turner does strike out. There's the first out of the inning. He was absolutely late on that fastball. Schwarber's coming on up. He's 0 for 3 with a walk. First pitch to Kyle. Oh, that was a splitter right down the middle, and he took it all the way for strike one. Thought maybe that's what he was going to be looking for. It was not, though. The ball is one strike in the 0-1 pitch, and Schwarber takes way up high for a ball. Kyle, in his career against Jeremiah Estrada, 0 for 2 with a strikeout. The 1-1 pitch to Schwarber. It's down for ball 2. So that'll make the count now 2-1. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Help us get to 300 likes, folks. Harper's in the on-deck circle. The 2-1 pitch to Kyle Schwarber. It's inside for ball 3. Three balls, one strike to Kyle Schwarber. 9 total pitches for Estrada. He has 2 saves on the season. The 3-1 pitch to Kyle. Fly ball hit out over towards left field. It's going to stay in the ballpark, though. And the catch will be made by Bryce for out number 2. Ugh. He thought maybe he got it all. And he did not. Bryce Johnson caught it. And the Phillies are down to their final out. And here comes Bryce Harper. Phillies down 5-4 in the top of the 9th inning. 2 away. First pitch to Bryce. This one's grounded over to first. It's backhanded by Arise, and he takes it to the bag, and the ball game is over. And the Phillies lose the series against the San Diego Padres. They fall out of first place in the NL East, and the Padres win by a score of 5-4 against Philadelphia. Tough loss for the Philadelphia Phillies. Zack Wheeler did not have a good day. It was not his best start at all. The Phillies had a lot of chances with runners in scoring position, which seems like it's always the case for the most part. But they just could not get the job done. And the difference of the game was the sacrifice fly hit by Manny Machado in the bottom of the 7th. Alrighty. The guy that gets the win, it's David Morgan. He's now 1-1 on the season. Jeremiah Estrada gets his 3rd save. And Tanner Banks gets issued his first loss. He's 2-1. Okay. I will break it all down. We will have a post-game show. We'll talk all about it. Disappointing loss, again, for the Philadelphia Phillies. This was another disappointing loss for sure, just because this was the game that they were supposed to win. You had Zack Wheeler on the mound, and you were going up against Darvish. The Padres, they did not expect to win this. I don't want to say that they didn't expect to win this, but the pressure was on you to get the win today, to try to tie up the series. And so we'll break it all down. We'll have more discussions about it. We'll talk about what went wrong in this game. But it is frustrating for sure. It is. But hit that thumbs up button if you are going to be on the way out. That's fine. Just hit the thumbs up button on the way out and subscribe to the channel. And yeah, I will be back in 3 minutes. Call on into the show, 610-314-0844. I love you all, and I will see you very, very soon. Don't go anywhere.
graduated from Rowan University in the spring of 2022 with a sports communication and media degree. I got to actually call minor league baseball and G League basketball games while I was in school. And then I graduated, and as soon as I graduated, I went to NFL Films in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. And as much as I loved that experience, I miss putting on the headsets. I decided, you know what, talk is cheap. I have a laptop that's in my house, and so 21 months later, here we are, still on YouTube, calling games and building an incredible, loving community on here with the people that I call my Philly freaks with a capital P and a capital H. We go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game, and we do it like old school radio play-by-play style. I'm Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ.
I showed a swung on barrel. Get out to right field. Bye-bye baseball.
That baby is long gone.
It's sad. It's very sad. The Phillies lose yet another series. This time it's to the San Diego Padres. They had a lot of opportunities today, and they just could not do anything about it. We'll break down Zack Wheeler's performance. We'll talk about the offense as a whole. But first, housekeeping stuff. Hit the thumbs up button. Hit the subscribe button as well. Call on into the postgame show. Let me know what your thoughts are on this ball club and on this team and on this game in particular. Excuse me. I'm not going to be bad cop today, but I am going to tell. I'm going to tell it to you like it is, because that's really what I do. I am not going to. What I mean by bad cop is I'm not going to yell. I'm not going to scream. I'm not going to do any of that. But here's the reality of the situation. The Phillies really need this All-Star break. I think we need this All-Star break, personally and as a fan base. I do believe that. I think we need a break from this baseball team. That's really the thing I learned from today. I think we all need a break. I think that the players need a break. I think that they all need to just go and just, spend the next 3 to 4 days after tomorrow just taking a break from things. Now, some of you might disagree. Some of you might say they need to utilize this break and try to make a game plan of what they can do a better job with in the second half, and that's fair. But I don't trust the coaching staff, and I don't trust the whole entire management of this team. The bottom line is you should have won this game. If there was a game that you should have won, it was this one. I'm not going to be angry with Zack Wheeler today. It's just a little disappointing because he's been pitching so well. For you to say that he can't have a bad outing, that's wrong. He's allowed to have a bad outing. Today, he was not Superman. Today, he was human. We all wish that he was better. Started off strong in the first, and then his velocity just went down for some reason, and his pitches were left up in the zone some of the time. He just could not get the location on some of his off-speed stuff. And I thought that really was a killer for him, as the Phillies gave him some run support. Really, again, it was on an error from Darvish that they were able to get the first run. And then JT did have the RBI double to put them up 2-0. He had a couple runs that he had to deal with and just couldn't settle down today. Just did not have his best stuff. I thought that after that third inning, or the second inning, did he settle down a little bit? Yes. But he still didn't look like his full, complete self. I thought that the Padres, I'll give them credit here. The Padres did a good job at working up Zach's count, even when Zach wasn't 100%. And here's the strategy of how to beat the Phillies. It's clear and simple. If you want to beat the Philadelphia Phillies, all you got to do is get the starting pitcher out of the game. Plain simple. If you're ahead in the game, this offense is going to have a hard time fighting back. And if they do, you can't trust their bullpen. So it's about how do you get to their starting pitching. And the Padres actually, I thought, executed that well today, along with Zack Wheeler not being so good at all. We should all be very disappointed with this offense today. Again, it's how many times do we have to go through this? I feel like the alarms are going off, and yet nobody is taking any accountability. Your top three hitters today, I specifically want to go to that ninth inning. I know that there's other innings that we can go to as well. The other reason why you were supposed to win this game was because their best bullpen arms weren't going to be available today. That's even more disappointing. Their bullpen's good. They have one of the best bullpens in the league. But their top three arms today, their setup man, their closer, and the other guys that are out there, the Jason Adam, the Robert Suarez, the Adrian Morjan, they didn't pitch. None of them pitched. And yet you couldn't get anything off of them. The Phillies hitters today only struck out 3 times. And yet they were 3 for 13 with runners in scoring position. That's my favorite stat. And they left 8 men on base. We can talk about Edmundo Sosa all that we want. Does he deserve to be a starter? He does. Is he going to be a starter? No. We can keep banging on that drum all that we want, but realistically, he's not going to be a starter. I know I'm jumping around a little bit, but I did say that we would talk about that ninth inning. Bryce Harper has been awful. He just does not look right. Something is clearly wrong, and he's just not delivering. If you're struggling, why would you swing at the first pitch in that ninth inning? Sure, you want to be a hero, but you got to be smart. You have to be smart. In that situation, I get that you're trying to swing for the fences, but you just have not been able to do that. You've lost your power. You've lost it. You had that one nice game against the Giants in the third game of that series on Wednesday. Other than that, it's been awful ever since he's returned. If anybody could use a break, it's Bryce Harper. He could use it the most. When the game is on the line, you need Bryce Harper to come through, and he just has not been able to do that for whatever the heck it's worth. Kyle in that ninth inning. Man, he gets underneath that pitch. That's the second night in a row where I've seen Kyle just mistime a pitch, and you got to hit homers. I mean, I know that he's had 30 this year, but in the big moments of the game, somebody has to come through. Somebody has to come through. Trey Turner's at bat in that ninth inning, you're ahead in the count 2-0. Sure, you take the next pitch after that, but to just strike out the way that he did, it's not good. As bad as that ninth inning was, that wasn't necessarily why you lost the game. But you do have to come through in those spots. How about we talk about that 8th inning? JT bloops a single out to center with 2 outs. Merrill can't make the catch. Bounces off the tip of his glove. And Otto Kemp comes up and gets himself a single. Brandon Marsh, ahead in the count 1-0, gets a 4-seamer and pops it up. Top of the 7th. Marsh lines out to left. Turner doubles. Kyle swings at a 4-seamer and misses at it. Was late. And then grounds out on a fastball. Harper gets on with a walk. Puts up a good fight there. And then Edmundo Sosa grounds out in the 7th inning. JT gets on with an infield single in the top of the 6th, and Kepler grounds on into a double play. Do you see the theme here? I can just keep backtracking, and I can see when this team is getting runners on base, they just leave guys on. Part of it is a Kevin Long problem, like we've been saying since the end of last year. Rob Thompson, it's also on him too. And the players, I give them accountability as well. If Bryce Harper is as good of a hitter as he says he is, and I know what hot Bryce Harper can do, he has to prove it. He has to prove it. I'm sure he's doing his darn best. He's battling through this. But ultimately, at the end of the day, you're getting paid so much money to play at the top level. And you were paid to produce in the clutch. If you're not healthy, you don't play. End of story. You don't. At this point, I'd put in Otto Kemp over Bryce Harper. I would. At this point, because that's costing you at bats. Maybe it's a good thing I'm not the manager of the team, but that's just from my own 2 eyes. JT had one of his better days today. Funny. Still doesn't mean that I trust him, but he did have 3 hits. Hopefully Alec Bohm is okay. I haven't really been too happy with him either. Nick Castellanos, he is who he is as a hitter. But this was just a dreadful loss. This was one of those games where it's like we just... It sums up what the issues of this ball club. Let's talk about the bullpen moves by your manager. Before we do that, let's talk about uppercut Stott. Is it time for the Phillies to look into getting a second baseman? Just a question. Are we giving up on Bryson Stott? Or is it too soon? Are you willing to say, maybe with another manager, Bryson Stott, or another hitting coach, maybe Bryson Stott can work something out? Over the last 2 years, it has not been good for Bryson Stott. Not what I expected, but it has just not worked out at all. He's a great defensive player, But in all honesty, I care more about what you're doing at the plate. I would rather have a bad defensive player and a good bat instead. Because that, to me, impacts more games. It just does. But what do we think about Bryson Stott? Are we willing to start to question if whether or not the Phillies should keep him? Or how do you feel? I just think that that's a valid question because we don't really talk about it. I feel like this team has a lot of problems, but that's something that kind of gets swept under the carpet. And it's not the biggest issue. It's an issue, but it's just something to think about. Wheeler goes 6 innings tonight. Honestly, Rob got the most out of him. He was tired at the end. Thought it was fine that he took him out. Banks comes on in. Gives up 2 hits. Was I okay with Romano coming on in? I would have rather gone to Joe Ross. That's me. But Romano gave up the sac fly. I thought it was going to be worse. To tell Romano that he has to go out there and get out of the inning at this point is, I don't know if blasphemous is the right word. It's just not likely that that's going to happen. Romano is just a guy where he is who he is. You paid him to be a top leverage guy. That's not who he is. He's not a high leverage guy. And to put him in that position, to go out there and give you 2 outs and not allow a run, you're putting him in a position to fail. You just are. You're putting him in a position to not succeed. And then Strom goes out there for the 9th. He had 1 pitch where it was left out over the middle of the plate, but got a little bit lucky there. Not every time you throw something down the middle is it a bad pitch. I want to make sure I mention that. Because sometimes you're allowed to test somebody. Every once in a while. It all depends on the situation. It depends on what's going on. But a lot of times, it's a no. Some of the time, it is a yes. But the bullpen moves today. At this point, Rob manages the bullpen how he manages the bullpen, and you need more help. That's it. Their bullpen went 5 1/3, only gave up 4 hits, struck out only 3 batters, and yet only allowed 1 walk. You let them off the hook today. You let Darvish off the hook specifically. You deserved to lose. You did. Now, for those of you that are saying sell, I'm sorry I can't buy on into that. I would rather go down trying to compete for a World Series this year rather than sell off all. That is how I feel. If Kyle Schwarber's not going to sign back here, then yeah, that's a problem. You can't let him walk. If you're going to trade him at the deadline, I don't know what to tell you. I want Byron Buxton here, and I would like a closer. I'm fine if they try this out. But the only thing is that you gotta win. You gotta win. And you gotta swing for the fences. You better pay Ranger next year. You better pay Schwarber next year. Even if he's gonna want a lot of money. If you're gonna get rid of somebody, it better be for a great package. It has to be a package where they can still compete for now, extend their window, and also build for the future too. Has to be for the right deal. And I don't trust Dave Dombrowski. I don't trust him at all. I hope he proves me wrong, and I hope that he can do his job. That's all I have for you, man. That's all I have. If you want to call into the show, 610-314-0844. We're going to turn off D&D right now. Let's see where it is. Let's turn it off. Okay, it's off. And again, calling in 610-314-0844. Let's see what everybody in chat is talking about. Thank you all for the subs. I really appreciate that. Yeah. I think I said it the best way I could. Padres, get ready for tomorrow. Y'all make sure you get a good night's sleep because we're coming back and strong, and that's a fact. 2 homers, big deal. I'm not there. I'm not there, and even if we do take tomorrow's game, sure, you want to go on into the All-Star break happy, but I just don't know. I don't know. I'm just a little bit sad with what this team has given you lately, with what they've been giving all of us. It's not fair. It's not right, and we deserve more. This team looks to be flirting with distress, says Vigilant Tracker. How are you, my friend? Is it time to put out the call, Mayday, Mayday? I'll leave that for you guys to answer. Excuse me. KGB. I'm happy to see you on here, too. Man, I can't even lie. My faith has really degraded the past week or so. You have every right to feel that way. I can't tell you how to feel. All I can do is just react to what this team gives you. Now, clearly, this team does do better at home. Okay, there's no doubt about it. But even a team on the road that has championship aspirations, a team that wants to compete for a World Series, they win these games. And baseball, I get it, is about streaks. But it is so flawed to just think and pray to the baseball gods that we have to get hot at the right time. That's how your president of baseball operations looks at this whole entire thing. We have a very good crew. We have a crew that's experienced, a crew that knows how to that has a lot of experience. This is his mindset. This isn't my mindset. And we just have to get lucky. Those are his quotes from last year. Just have to get lucky. And while I know that playing good baseball comes in stretches, and we look back at the 2022 Phillies team, sure, they played good baseball at the right time, and they rode a wave. And I've seen that happen with some of these other teams. It's still, in my opinion, flawed to think that we just have to get lucky. Because, if can this team get hot? That's a legit question. Can they turn it on when they have to? Is Bryce Harper just magically going to start hitting homers in October? Maybe he is. I don't know. But I think it's a flawed way of looking at it. Is it flawed for thinking that this bullpen is somehow just gonna, not allow a run or only give up like 1 run in 5 innings? This bullpen's really bad. Is it flawed to think that Bryson Stott is going to turn it around? I can't answer these questions. Dombrowski isn't going to do anything. Best he's going to do is get Cedric Mullins. No help for the most unclutched team in Major League Baseball. I think it's a little bit of a step too far. Most unclutched team. I think that's just more of a reaction in the moment. But they do tend to come up small at times. More times than we want them to. That's fair. I'm glad we aren't in first. We suck when we're in first, says Captain Eagle Auto. That's the underdog mentality that we as Philly fans have. That's also just, I would say, a way of just dealing with the pain. Rob, take note. Edmundo can take a bow, and Otto is good. We need to utilize these guys more. Fair criticism there, too. Amen to that. I'm telling you, I would take Edmundo Sosa over Bryson Stott right now. And I would probably consider taking Otto Kemp over Max Kepler or even Bryce Harper. Probably more so over Max Kepler. It won't happen, though. Our teams are actually completely opposite in hitting strategy, says Olympian. My guy, congratulations to your Padres. I think that you came on yesterday. You're a Padres fan. Congratulations to you. I'm not somebody that says, like you guys got lucky. I don't really say that to people because, at the end of the day, I did say that to the Giants. I thought that the Giants did get lucky because they were not the better team. But the better team has won both of these games. Fair and square. It's just unfortunate that the Phillies have not been able to compete at a high level on the road. And they had so many chances to do it today. I will console myself, says John, with the most bachelor meal ever. Ground beef and gravy over stuffing. I hope you enjoy. Colton says I'm ready for football. Let's keep it baseball related. No, I'm not saying that to Colton. I'm just saying that to myself. That I have to read the baseball comments. That's really for me. Why not give credit to the Padres pitching staff, says Jesse. I do. But at the same time, if your team is going to try to compete for a World Series, if that's what the standard is, if that's what the bar is, we got to criticize you to that point. So 2 things can be true. The Padres bullpen, it may sound like I'm talking out of both sides of my mouth here. The Padres bullpen did some good things when push came to shove. But ultimately, the Padres did not even have their 3 all-star pitchers in the bullpen pitch tonight. And yet the Phillies still lost It's inexcusable. The Padres were not supposed to win this game. They weren't supposed to win. I give them credit for beating Zack Wheeler. Even though I thought Wheeler didn't have his best stuff, the Padres took advantage. And that was their strategy, right? But yeah. If your team is going to try to go to a World Series, you got to put the pressure on them. Because that's the bar. That is the bar. They think that they can go to the World Series. And so you gotta assess it like that. You have to. Yeah, as a Padres fan, you got to get hits off of Wandy Peralta and Matsui, says Olympian. Yeah. Yeah. I couldn't agree more. And again, not saying that they didn't do a good job, because I thought that I did think that there were moments in the game where I look at it from both sides and I say, you know what, that was just a good job. Like the Trey Turner at bat in that ninth inning, Trey Turner has to be better. But we can go to Jeremiah Estrada and we can say, you know, he buckled down. And how did he buckle down? He figured out what Trey Turner's weaknesses were. And Trey lost the mental battle. You were ahead in the count 2-0. And you let that guy beat you? I thought that you were really upset being snubbed from being an all-star. That was a perfect opportunity to try to get something done there. That's who he owns Ohtani. If he can do that, then give him credit. He didn't face Ohtani tonight. You know, Matt Strom also owns Shohei Ohtani. Does a pretty good job against him every time he faces him. But yeah, I've seen Matt Strom crumble a lot this year. So, just because he does good against one player doesn't mean that he's the best pitcher in all of baseball. Or not even saying, I know that you didn't say that, but that doesn't mean that he can do it all the time against other really great players. The All-Star break is going to be very refreshing. I need a break from Phillies baseball. I think we all do, man. I really do. Correct, John. We're going to take a voicemail message from our other friend, John, out in Virginia. I want to see what he has to say. Sorry, I missed his call. Feel bad about that. Let's see what he has to say. Where is it? There it is.
Yay. This is John from Richmond, Virginia. I'm not talking about today's game. I just think that All-Star break, the Phillies need to relax, calm down. But one thing that I do think has to happen, it is time for a managerial change. That's where we got to start.
Love that answer.
We got to start there. And let's hope that the second half of the season we can turn it around and play better ball. But right now we're just not playing good ball.
Nope.
It's sad.
It is.
And what can I say?
It's funny he has me on in the background.
We could have won today, but we didn't.
Yep.
So let's take a break, relax, and play tomorrow and see what happens after that.
I agree. I agree with that. They're not going to get rid of Rob. That's just not what they're going to do. I agree, though, that there needs to be a new message. But I also wonder, is it too late for that? Is it too late? Because how many teams, and I don't know, how many teams have changed their manager after the All-Star break? And I don't think that that's what they're going to do. That's just not in their plans. It sucks. We're stuck with this. We're stuck with this, and yet we're supposed to hope that this team turns it around. And again, they might. There is a chance. Can't tell you that there's a high chance, but there is a chance. But it's definitely annoying. It stings, but yeah, I agree with you that they need the All-Star break. I think everybody needs it. I think even the base coaches need it. I think everybody needs that, personally. KGB, what's up, man? He says, DFA Kepler and Romano, so that we at least know we're getting some guys at the deadline. Yeah, I'm over Jordan Romano. The Kepler thing, I've not been a fan of him ever since the end of April. And it's just, I don't know. I don't know what to say about Max Kepler. I didn't think that he was going to, I thought that if he was going to be your only guy that you had come on into this outfield, that's flawed. Because who else? He's another platoon guy. He's not a starter. I'm sorry. He's not a starter. You need a starting outfielder. That's what you need. Sounds good, John. Have a great night, man. Yeah, says Scott. See what we can get for Stott. I think that it's time to have those conversations. I think that it's time, and we really haven't talked about it a lot this year. I've been more patient with the Stott experiment, but it's time. It's definitely time. JJ, he works up a very good 2-strike count. Sure. He works up the pitch counts. But, you know, is he getting on base? Is he driving the ball? Or is he getting under the ball so many times? He is. He's clearly doing that now. I thought that I gave him a long leash. And so I've been losing my patience with him. I would have gone to Joe Ross, top 5 things no one has ever said. I mean, I'm talking about this current team. I know that you're laughing, but it's it's true. I mean, you wouldn't go to Romano. I mean, like, who else do you have? That's why you're laughing, because you know it's true. And the fact that we're saying that is just pitiful. It's terrible. I expected them to smash Romano more than they did tonight. Yeah. Going back to that whole conversation about going to Jordan Romano, it could have been a lot worse. He wasn't going to get you out of that inning without allowing a run. Rob should know that by now. JJ, you should buy the Phillies. If there was a stock in the Phillies, that'd be funny. Byron Buxton's going to cost an arm and a leg after today, after the cycle, yeah. Well, he was going to cost a lot before. Maybe they could get Griffin Jacks while they're at it, too, in their bullpen. Maybe I'm just dreaming. I don't know. They do. They need the consistency. Yeah, you're 54 and 41 at about the midway point with a plus 60 run differential. You definitely buy. But the funny part is, and again, Olympian, I appreciate you for staying on here. I really do. The plus 60 run differential doesn't tell the full truth. Because when you see this team, Okay, they are just so inconsistent. And yet, when their offense does get hot for one game, the inconsistencies with that one game, the one game is an outlier. So, really, when you get rid of the outliers, the plus run differential is not as high as 60. Because they really have a lot of outliers. Every time this year, maybe there was like one game, but every single time that they put up a lot of runs in one game, they just go cold. The bats go cold. And they'll only put up like 1 or 2 runs or they won't score. So there have been a lot of times where that has happened with this team, and that's unacceptable. That's not what you paid this team to do. You paid them to hit home runs. You paid for them to drive on in runs, and they're not doing that. Some days they're not even getting on base. So, I'd rather be a wild card team than going straight to the NLDS, says KGB. We're going to take another phone call. What's going on? You were on play-by-play with JJ. How are you feeling? Nope. He hung up. Okay. It's fine. Can we trade Harper for Ohtani? That's crazy. Yeah. Gonna call the Giants versus Dodgers rubber match tomorrow? Tomorrow I got the Phillies. They're on at the same time, unfortunately. I will do some more Giants games, though, during the second half. Trust me when I do say that. Again, I really appreciate you all for being on here. All right, I'm going to go out. That's going to be the end of my post-game show. But this was nice. This was good to just talk about things and to just assess everything with a level-headedness. Because I could kick, I could scream. I'm just not doing that. All right. Love you all. Talk to you all later. I'll see you all tomorrow afternoon. 4:10 p.m., I believe, is first pitch. Let me see. Is it 4:10? It's 4:10. Yep. All right. Lalatov. Good night. I love you all very, very much.